What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Wednesday. It's October 27th, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We got BENE exploding right now to the upside. Finally breaking up over 11. We were having this stock on watch all day, and it's finally making its move over that $11. I hope you're all having a great week so far. You're locking in them profits, securing the bag, as I like to say. This market that we're in currently right now, momentum is there, but this is more of a patient man, woman's type of market. We're not seeing them explosive runs that we were seeing last week. We're still seeing a lot of trendy type of plays. Stocks that slowly trend up over time on bigger time frames. So let's jump in today, talk about the top stocks that popped off, all the different opportunities the stock market gave us today. And we'll talk about some important lessons based on the title of this video: day trading and having that ruthless mindset. So to quickly recap for today, I'm up just over $800 on the day. I was doing good, but I kept calling out BENE, BENE. I tried taking a swing on it. I'm not a swing trader. I don't have the patience for swing trading. So I cut it, focused on my other stocks that I like to day trade. And look at BENE did its thing. Am I upset and pissed off? No, I really don't mind. I know day or swing trading is not for me. I can see swing trades, but I just don't have the patience, like I've stated, to tie up money for that long. So up 800 on the day, I'll take it. I'm good with that. I used to have to work a whole week to make that type of money. So here at Trading Learning 101, what we try to focus on: consistency. Every single day closing green. If you can do that, you can do this successfully, and you could do this for a career. And that's what I do. So good practices. Closing out green. Secure the bag, as I like to say. Lock it in. So BENE popping up so far to a high of 1130s down here from 1050s. This stock recently was a big mover to the upside. 2 times this stock has ran from $10 up to $19. Right there, pulls all the way back down, gives back its gains, and then rips all the way back up to 19 again. Some people will look at this and they'll just see straight garbage. A stock runs, falls all down, gives back everything, runs randomly up again, falls, and then it gets a nice pop. We're all different out here, all of us. We're all going to see opportunities in different areas. Some people may look at this and say, that's just garbage. The stock ripped and spiked, it fell all the way back down and gave back all of its gains. There's no way I can make money on that. No way. Some people, they look at this like, dang, this stock ripped up $10 a share, not once, but 2 times, and it did it real quickly. I could have made a killing on this stock real fast. These are the types of stocks that I thrive trading. That's where day trading comes in. I'm buying and selling these stocks within the same day. So BENE pulls all the way back down. We get that sideways consolidation here at 1050, and now it's starting to perk back up. The upside potential on this is a lot. It could run to a 12, 13, 14, 15. It's got a lot of upside to run. So we had BENE run, PKKT having a nice bounce day today, running from $20 all the way up to $30. That's a good $10 per share run for the day. Not only did BKKT take off, but DWAC popped up and had a nice bounce as well. Today running from $53 all the way up to $74. That's a $25 per share move to the upside. We're not done yet. IRNT. Yesterday started to perk up a little bit. Today, nice consolidation right at this $11. And from 11, this ripped all the way up to 13. So there's a $2 per share upside potential on this stock. And we're not done yet. Our good old friend and buddy HUDI still going. Still going. Today running from $18 all the way up to $28. That's a $8 per or $10 per share upside on HUDI. And when you look at the bigger picture on this, look at the 10-minute and scroll out, look at the big picture. This stock has been trending and trending and trending and trending all the way up. Starting out way down here at $3.50 and trending all the way up and hitting a high of today, $28 a share. Every single day, HUDI has given opportunity. All of these rips right here. So all you really had to do was buy the pullbacks, sell into the big rips to the upside. And these ain't no $1, $2 rips to the upside. This stock's ripping $5, $6 to the upside and really fast. This is where it pays to keep eyes on these stocks, keep tabs on them, and get used to their movement, how they like to move. IRNT, this thing's still going. Now running from 12 up to 13.50. So all of these different opportunities in the stock market today. And we still got plays still setting up. Stocks like OCGN. OCGN was hot a couple days ago. Now that it's fallen off and it's settled down, this OCGN could get a nice bounce to 10, 10.50, 11, 11.50, $12. You want to try to train yourself to see the move before it happens. That's the smart money. Remember, 90% of people fail, lose money consistently in the stock market. You need to have that ruthless mindset. A ruthless mindset. Think for yourself. You're vicious out here. How are these stocks going to screw you? Ask yourself that every time. Think for yourself. Always lock in profits. Have that consistent mindset. You're a consistent profit taker. You're a professional profit taker, is what I'm trying to say there. Nobody ever went broke locking in profits. And what I want to jump in and talk about as well, all of these different opportunities that pop up every single day, day in and day out. And you got something like AMC, and I keep referring back to this because people miss out on all of these opportunities day in and day out. Every single day the market offers all of these many different opportunities, and yet there's people holding and hoping, jumping on the hype train with AMC, hoping that this gets an epic squeeze and runs up to $100, $1,000, $500, whatever they think it's going to run up to. But look at how long you're going to have to tie up your money. You might as well be a long-term investor. So you're going to tie up your money for a year, 2 years, hoping that this thing gets an epic squeeze, and you're going to miss out on all of these different opportunities that pop up day in and day out. I didn't even cover SYTA. SYTA ran from $3 to $9.50. $6.50 to the upside from $3. A $3,000 investment buying 1,000 shares, you could have made $6,500 from the bottom to the top. That's good money. That's good money. Just over doubled your money. AGRI, another stock that ran today from $2 a share all the way up to $7, all within the first hour of the day, hour and a half of the day. So I just brought up how many stocks? About 8 to 10 different stocks that all ran up to the upside, $2, $3 or more. And the market's still open. Market's only been open for what, 5 hours? 4 hours? So it just blows my mind. It blows my mind how much opportunity is out here and people don't want to dedicate the time to learn this. They give up too easily. You got to have that ruthless mindset, and it carries over into your personal life. What do they tell you to do? Cut out all the negative people in your life. People who don't benefit you. People who weigh you down. People who are just always negative. They always got something negative to say. Cut them out of your life. Surround yourself with positive, like-minded people, because it really rubs off on you. I see so many people come into this with high hopes, and then they always come into this expecting to make money real quickly. They don't want to learn. They don't want to put in the time. This is a skill. Once you learn it, you have it for a lifetime, you guys. This is a skill you can take with you anywhere around the world. And look at all of these different opportunities we've had and seen pop up the last few days. IINN. This stock was the number one stock yesterday, running from $2.30 all the way up to $9.50. And now look at where it's at. Pretty much right back down to where it came from. Just about. You can't emotionally marry these stocks. These are garbage companies that we trade. They're garbage. The American dream is to fall in love with these companies and have these companies be the next big thing. People are always on the lookout for the next Amazon, Netflix, Tesla, Facebook. Nobody knows what it will be. So stop missing out on all of these different opportunities. Stop emotionally marrying these stocks and trade them. They're garbage. All we do is trade and abuse these stocks and move on to the next one. IINN was in play yesterday. Trade it, be done with it, move on. And look it. You traded it, you moved on, you forgot about it. And then now you got money. your cash. Now you could take advantage of this new stock that's popped up, SYTA. You trade it today because it's in play. Then you forget about it. Tomorrow, something else will pop up. That's the way it goes. As day traders, we don't care about these stocks. We don't care what they do. We don't care about their fundamentals. All we care about is if volume is in on it today and what's the price action. If there's good price action, it's tradable. If the stock is volatile and it's got range, it's tradable. Just like HUDI. That's the way I look at it. A stock ripping up from $18 up to $26, that's an $8 move to the upside right there. I'm not getting scared out on a stock like this. To me, this is opportunity. So I'm going to learn how this stock likes to move, study its characteristics and its movements. That way, when it does pull back, it's not going to freak me out and scare me away. You got to embrace movers like this. This is where the smart money is, guys. You can make a lot of money trading these types of stocks in such a short amount of time. You just, like the title of this video, you got to be ruthless. You got to be first. It's like what's his name? Ricky Bobby from Talladega Nights says, if you're not first, you're last. If you don't see it before it happens and you wait for it to hit the scanners, it's too late. So study these charts, break them down. Why did it move from down here to way up here? And these are patterns that everybody's taught to look out for. Right here, you can draw a perfectly good line. Right on this thing. Everybody's taught to look out for wedges and triangles. It formed a wedge and a triangle here. It went sideways right at the break area of it. It's at 2450, a nice level. From 2450 perks up, comes back down, holds. And from 2450 in about 7 minutes, rips up $4 a share to the upside. All of these stocks are going to move differently. They're all going to have their own personalities. This is where you also have to factor in how volatile a stock is and adjust your size based on how volatile a stock is. So a stock like HUDI, you see it's ripping up and down $3, $4, $5 at a time. I'm not going to trade my normal share size on something like this. I'm going to have to scale back to adjust to the volatility. Because the volatility is going to be way different than something like OCGN. OCGN, this is ripping up and down on average about 25 cents. IRNT, this bad boy is really ripping. BENE is ripping as well. All the way up to $12 a share. Every single day, you guys. Right here. I put out a watch list every single day of stocks that I think have the most potential for the day. Today, I only had a handful of stocks on my watch list. DWAC, BKKT, BENE, WBX, RDBX, HUDI, PTLO, CNTX, and LCID. You don't hear anybody talking about BENE, do you? Nobody's talking about BENE. And nobody's talking about IRNT. Again, these are patterns that everybody's taught to look out for. Triangles, wedges, they're all easy patterns. Everybody is taught to look out for these. U-shapes. But yet, people still consistently lose money. Why is that? This is where it comes down to discipline. And you want to be very picky about what you trade. Just because we're traders does not mean we trade everything that moves. There are just some setups that are not tradable. They're not tradable. So over time, by showing up every day, you get used to seeing all of these stocks pop up, fail, and fade off. And by doing that, you're getting that time under your belt. You're going to see a lot of times, majority of the stocks that pop up are garbage and they'll just fade out. And then you'll develop an eye for stocks that could potentially have good opportunity. We talked about IRNT this morning, saying how it's developing a good short squeeze. This thing just got beat down hardcore from 47 all the way down to $10 a share. It's been bottoming out. Everybody is taught to look out for double bottom patterns, right? There's your double bottom. Stocks grinding down bottoms, pops up, pulls back, pops up, pulls back. Your double bottom. Stock keeps perking up and popping up, but you can draw a line and you could tell every time the stock pops up, it fails at that trend line. Well, now it eventually got up over that trend line. Right there. And it's holding it as support. And it's building a base. You want to see stocks on bigger time frames build in levels and work its way up. Take it a level at a time. This morning in the pre-market prep, we broke this down. And we said with IRNT, you're going to want to take it $1 at a time. First, let it get up through 12. Then it's got to get through 13. Then 14. And we drew out these two green lines here in the prep. And you could see the stock moved right up to our lines. It moved up to this, blew up through it, pushed up to our next line, pulled back. A little bit off here. I was 20 pennies off from my support right here at 12. But from there, works its way back up to 13. And now it's currently trying to break up through that 13. The next level from that is going to be 14. This starts get up and going over 15. That's where it can start to run. Always pay attention to the big picture with stocks. This is a patient man, woman's game. It really is. This is a patient man, woman's game. You can't get caught up in your emotions and emotionally trade or trade just for the thrill of it. That's why they have these servers like Wall Street Bets. These people out here, they're posting YOLO trades. They have mommy and daddy's money. They have FU money that they can blow. So let them blow it. They think it's funny and cute that they're going all in on these YOLO trades and diamond hand trades. No, I don't want to be about that. I want to be smart about this and approach this with a consistent mindset of I want to show up tomorrow. I want to secure profits when I have them. And I want to close green, not just every day. I want to close green every week. Because I know if I close green every week and have that my focus, that's what leads to closing green for the month. And then if we close green for months, that's what leads to a profitable year. So always think big picture. This is a ruthless game. Like we've talked about, you have to have a ruthless mindset. Think for yourself. Why is price action important? That's what drives the price of a stock. Supply and demand. That's what we trade, is price action. That's a kind of a what? Price action helps you determine the strength of a stock. Price action tells you how important levels are. Paying attention to small little details. Like look at IRNT. $12. 13. And I'm just going to draw out some basic lines here. Just by simply paying attention to psychological levels. So IRNT all day, clear as day, holding support at $10.50. Works its way up to 11. You see how it found resistance right at it? It even got a nice little pullback to build up and bust up through that $11. And when it broke up through that 11, it couldn't hold it. So right back down it goes. All the way back down to 10.50. So 11 so far failed. It failed to break up over 11. So that 11 is telling me, hey, there's sellers up there. It's going to take some time to get up through that. But by paying attention to volume, there's my supply and demand imbalance. There's a demand there for the stock. And that's when you need to pay attention to the tape. When it's up, breaking up through these levels, resistance levels, you want to see buyers come through on that tape. That's demand. Demand drives prices higher. If you don't see buying coming in on the tape up at resistance, and you notice a lot of selling, that means sellers are putting more supply back into the market, which will drive prices down lower. So stock from 10.50 comes all the way back up to 11. Couldn't even hold over it. Pulls back. Now it gets up over $11. And from that 11, it builds up. And look at all that volume come in. It just ramps up. Beautifully like that. And from 11, all the way up to 13. Pulls back. $12. Holds. Nice whole dollar. $12. And from that, this thing's all the way up now to over $14 a share. From $10.50, now it's hitting pretty much $14.50. That's a $4.50 move to the upside. And all you really need to do is get a slice of that. $1, maybe $2 of that $4 move. 1,000 shares. That's $1,000, $2,000 for the day. That's amazing opportunity. Amazing. So to buy 1,000 shares at $10.50, how much is that you need to put up? About $10,000. So $10,000 to buy 1,000 shares. Stock runs up $1, $2. That's $1,000, $2,000. You just made 10%, 20% of your investment. That's really good. Most people try to achieve that in their long-term portfolios for the year. It's all about your approach. How do you approach this? How serious are you about this? Take note. Every little detail that I just talked about and went into is from all my studying, what I've studied, my passion for this. If you don't have a passion for this, if you don't have a drive to educate yourself, to learn all the little details, then you won't make it. You won't. This isn't something you just, I want to try that day trading because I see a lot of people make a lot of money. I want to try that. Doesn't work like that. You'll fail. Being a day trader, it takes a lot of hard work to work on yourself. You need to continuously build on yourself on the inside, your mental state of mind, your emotional mind, all that stuff. Human psychology, human nature, all that stuff. That's why most people fail. They don't want to work on themselves, or they don't notice their thoughts. What are you thinking when you're buying up at high of day right here? What are you thinking? What's your risk? What's your reward? If the stock falls down, how much are you looking to lose per share? If the stock pops up, what are you going to do? Sell into that pop? So you're going to risk a potential $1, $1.50 death candle to sell into the first pop to make 30 pennies? That makes no sense. That's called emotionally reacting to trades, trading for the thrill, which could be dangerous. Trading, it's all about the moment. Things happen and so fast. It's about how you approach the moment and you handle it. BENE. This was a good rip today. It's only Wednesday. We still got 2 days left in the week. So is it worth it? Day trading. Hell yeah, it's worth it. Hell yeah, it's worth it. Let's go back real quick and see. So Monday, I made $1,200 to start the week. I used to have to work a whole week to make that. Now we go into Tuesday. Tuesday, I made $2,500. So that right there, I used to have to work 2.5 weeks to make that. So in 2 days, I've already made over 3.5 weeks of what I used to have to work for, doing hard labor. 2 days. So now we're up, what, 25, 35, 6, 37, $3,700 in 2 days. Now Wednesday, I locked in 800, 37, 38, 39, 40, $4,500 in 3 days. I could quit right now for the rest of the week if I wanted. That's the potential the stock market gives us. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. It's just, how badly do you want it? When I would go through a string of losers and I'd fail, I didn't give up. I didn't get discouraged. Sure, I got pissed off because I lost money or I blew up an account, but I sat down and I figured out, why did I lose? What went wrong? And I learned from all of my mistakes. Just can't quit. Now look at AGRI. After it ran up to 7, it's all the way back down to 350, just about where it came from. So if we get out our measurement here, this stock ran up from 2 to 7, and then it gave back 75% of its run up. Garbage, but opportunity. We trade these stocks and we move along. Something else pops up. SYTA. Move along to that one. Trade it. Make your money. Lock it in. Move along. IRNT pops up. Awesome. What do? I don't care. It's got price action and it's running. I'm looking to make money on this and then forget about it. Move on to the next one. That's how it goes. So top stocks I'm going to rate here in the Discord. Top stocks today. And every single day we see opportunity come up and the next day something else pops up. So BKKT, DWAC, we had HUDI, give off opportunity, SYTA. So if anybody's telling you right now that we're in a bad market or a slow market, they're lying to you. Every day there's opportunity. There's always something that goes up. Always. IRNT, BENE. So far that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stocks. AGRI. We've been seeing a lot of stocks around $1 go on really, really big runs. That's the current theme right now. IONQ. That's a good $2 run to the upside. So you see, guys, there's all different types of opportunity out here. All different types. And these are stocks you don't really hear anybody talking about. Just yesterday, we brought up and we talked about U1. Remember that name? Look what it did today. Yesterday, when we were talking about it, it was at 10.50. Today, it continued to run and it ran all the way up to almost $12. That's a $1.50 upside move from yesterday. Opportunity. Nice wedge this morning. Nice break from that $11. 11 all the way up to almost 12 bucks. Then crumbles all the way back down. This has been trending up for the longest time too. On the 10-minute. IONQ, I'm going to add that one too. Depop, VLCN. VLCN got that euphoric explosion from 14 to 16.50. That's a good $2.50 rip real quick. Oh yeah, and PHUN. Yup. This one was that recent one that went from $1 to $25. And then the stock pulls back to $4.50. This morning pre-market, it was getting a nice pop up to 570s. Pulls down to 450. Back up to the high up here at 460 or 560s. This has been getting really tight also. This breaks up over 6. It could get up and going. That's a key level for it to break up through. There you go, David. That's what I want to hear. On a day when the market is 65% red, I'm day trading green. Consistent, not greedy. The beautiful thing about day trading, every day you get a fresh slate to start. Your cash at the start of the day, you don't have any positions, and you could patiently wait and be picky about what you've traded. You're waiting like you're fishing. You're waiting for that opportunity or that bite to come along. Patience. And like I've pointed out many times, we see all these different patterns. They happen over and over and over again. Everybody's taught to look out for a cup and handle. There's your U shape. There's your handle. Boom, there's your explosion. Cup and handle breakout. Everybody knows these patterns and knows to look out for these patterns. Come in, make that money, doesn't matter how much it is. Couple $100, I mean, that's an honest day's work. 8-hour, 10-hour shift, that's what they usually work to make $100, $200, right? You show up, patiently sit and wait for that opportunity, make a couple hundred, you're done. Enjoy the rest of your day. Come back tomorrow, repeat the process. Why I say, you guys under PDT rule, I feel for you because you're at a disadvantage. You truly are. You're being limited on how many times you can trade, which is wrong. You're only allowed to trade 3 times in a 5-day work period. 3 times, that's it. So traders, they won't use, if a stock goes against them and they're red, they won't get out of the stock. They'll hold on to it because they don't want to burn their day trade. Pretty stupid, isn't it? So the odds are against you if you're under PDT. Over PDT, trade goes against you, just get the fuck out. Get out. It's that simple. You can re-enter back in. There is no pattern day trading. So it really messes with your head if you're under a PDT rule. It does. There's no worse feeling, too, being under PDT rule. You get in on a stock in the morning, and then you cut it for a loser, and then you look at the end of the day, and the stock runs up $10 a share. Think about what that does to your psyche, your emotions. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different stocks. Yeah, ARGI is done for. And look at, when you zoom in on this a little bit, when it made its run up, look at volume just naturally decay on it. Perfectly. Like a triangle, right? Perfectly. People lose interest in it when it goes down lower. People like stocks that go up higher, not lower. Now let's look at IRNT. Oh, look, it's the complete opposite. Volume ramps up on this. The complete opposite of, what was it? AGRI. Yeah, IRNT PRD was nice, man. So was BENE. Just by sitting and watching, you could just tell BENE that it wanted to pop up over 11. It tried and popped up so many times. This is why I pay attention to those psychological levels. $11 there. I'll draw a line straight across. See how it was all acting as support right here? And bouncing off of it, and then when it fell down through it, it was acting all as resistance right there. Comes all the way back up. Every time it popped up over it, it couldn't hold. And it just fell right back down below that 11. Eventually, explodes finally up over it, pulls back. Now it's holding up above that 11. And from there, runs up another $1 per share. From 11, 12 bucks. It's all in the way you look at these charts, guys. This is a big auction house. You go to an auction, everybody bids on an item. If more people bid on an item, prices go up higher, right? If nobody bids on the item, prices stay the same. Same thing applies to the stock market. So we got 2 trading days left in October. 2 trading days left. Then we go into November, and it's only 2 months left in 2021. So we're at the end of the year. It's hard to believe 2021 is already come and gone. That's wild. Huh. Goes by pretty fast. You won. It's still holding its trend. Trend line. Just connect all of the lower or higher lows as it goes up. Same thing applies. And we'll go out on this one. HUDI. So HUDI, we were talking about the stock here in the Discord. And you guys who are a part of the Discord here, just by coming in and just observing what we're talking about or what I'm calling out and talking about every day, you're going to learn exponentially. Every day throughout the week, I'm calling out all of these different types of stocks. By showing up every day, you're getting used to the stocks that I like to look out for. You'll get familiar with the setups that I like to look out for and play. And then you'll start to see, and things will start to make sense. IRNT, we were talking. This has been holding trend for the longest time. Look up at that daily chart. Every single day it's been green. Pull it over. Look at that daily. Not one red candle. Every single day this stock has closed green. And look at how volume is increasing more and more and more and more. Every single day it inches up higher. And every single one of these candles, it's got good range. $10 to $12, $11.50 to $14.50, $13. This thing ran all the way up to $24. From 18 to 28. That's big range. Like we've said before, everybody has their stock scanners and screeners set up to pick up stocks when they hit new highs. New daily highs, intraday highs, weekly highs, monthly highs. All these scanners are set up to pick up stocks hitting highs. So the more a stock makes highs, the more volume starts to get into it and people join the trend. So if you were to pay attention to the 1 minute time frame on IR or HUDI and just strictly look at this alone, the price action would freak you out. This stock's ripping from 22 down to 18, ripping all the way up to 26, then falling down to 21, ripping back up to 26, falling to 22. That price action is going to freak you out. But if you look at the big picture, gradually this stock has been holding trend, and it still is holding trend. Every single time it comes down to the trend, it holds and it pushes up higher. So you got that big picture in your mind. You know what's going on. So this price action on the 1 minute isn't going to freak you out. Sure enough, HUDI runs up to 28, but then it falls all the way down to $21. You zoom out and look at the big picture here. It's still holding trend. Still. And from 18, or what was it? 21, it rips back up to 25. But if you're not careful with stocks like this, yeah, you can blow your account. Definitely. Gotta adjust according to how volatile a stock is. So you look at HUDI's average true range on trade ideas. $3 a share. So that's telling me this stock, it likes to rip effortlessly up and down $3 at a time. That's pretty volatile. Now let's look at OCGN. OCGN average true range is $1.20. So on average, it's telling me that this stock, it likes to rip up and down. On average, $1.22. IRNT, on average, it likes to move $1. SYTA, on average, this stock likes to run up and down effortlessly 37 pennies. $4.75 runs up to 6 and then grinds up to, from 6 it grinds all the way up to 7.50. 7.50 pulls down to 6.50. 6.50 runs up to 7.73. 7.70 grinds all the way up to 9.40s. So in my mind, going back and looking left, I'm getting an idea how much this stock likes to move up and down in waves, stages. And the average true range gives me a ballpark of how volatile this stock could be. That makes sense. It's going off of, most average true range is set up to go off of the last 14 trading days of a stock. The ENPH, it's got an average true range of $8.30. NRIX, $1.35. BENE, $1.30. Wow, IRNT's all the way up to 15. Yeah, this thing's gone. Opportunity, guys. Every single day the stock market gives it. So how badly do you want this? I know it sucks sitting on the sideline and just watching these run, but you're getting that experience in. You haven't seen stocks like this before. You haven't seen moves like this before. So how do you know what to expect? By getting that time under your belt, studying these charts, showing up every day, getting used to a stock's characteristics, its personality. You burn all this stuff into your memory, in your head, and then down the road, you're able to capitalize on it. But I'm gonna bail, guys. I'm out of here. I'm not hanging around to the close. It's Wednesday. We got 2 days left. Let's end out this week and the month on a good note. Good job to you guys in the Discord today. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. As I always say to you guys, have that patience, have that discipline, study, study, study. How badly do you want this?